We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fantasy. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Changeling. We are here with Danny in this mysterious, mystic library that was through the club room. But we are here. Danny has, I guess, recently turned into a werewolf because he said 3 years now. Oh, he didn't look happy about it and I wasn't sure how to ask what it was like. I guess it wasn't a fun thing to talk about. I hadn't gotten that far in the book yet. But getting infected with lycanthropy surely involved a traumatic love bite from an unfriendly creature. I mean, I assume werewolves didn't ask before they infected you, and that biting was involved. I looked at the book in front of me and chewed my lip as awkward silence descended upon us. It's okay if you... I'm sorry, We both stopped and laughed. Oh god, the awkwardness was getting worse. I'll go first, but only because I don't want you to apologize, and you can ask about the werewolf thing if you want. I'm okay talking about it. No, I really don't want to pry. I was just surprised. I don't know nearly enough about all of this to even formulate logical questions. If you let me talk too long, I'm going to ask something really embarrassing and probably offensive. I don't have fleas? What? I didn't mean. He laughed, shaking his head. I figured I get the one I get asked the most out of the way. I don't have fleas. I don't shed or chase my tail. I just turn into a wolf for a few nights every month. The worst part about it, honestly, is having to run around without pants. Some might consider that liberating. It's mostly just cold. I laughed and shut the book in front of me. No point reading when I had the real deal to talk to. Besides, I had a feeling I wouldn't get any reading done with him here anyway. I can see how I might get kind of breezy occasionally. It's not so bad in the summer, but this time of year, well, at least I have thick fur. I guess that would help. Oh god, this is the weirdest conversation ever. And Danny wasn't at all what I would have imagined a werewolf to be like. I sort of imagined them as more raw and less willing to joke about their lack of fleas, I suppose. I guess cryptics really do just look like regular people, huh? Many of us, not all. So when we met, you didn't realize that I was, not just a normal person? Nah, I mean some cryptics can detect that sort of thing, but not me. I don't have to worry that I smell weird. No, you smell great. I raised my eyebrows. I'd been teasing, but do werewolves have an extra great sense of smell? Probably. I flushed slightly, wondering just how keen his senses were. Not that I smelled bad, but it makes a girl paranoid. I mean, normal. Like a normal person. With nice body spray. Oh god. I'm glad he noticed though. The body spray was expensive. Elliot has a way better sense of smell than I do anyway. Is he a werewolf too? Wait, Elliot's the vampire? Are there multiple vampires? I knew I was staring, but Elliot was a vampire? I mean, I guess the pale skin that they mentioned once, maybe. I should have gotten the hint. Danny just laughed. Don't let that appearance fool you. He's faster and stronger than most guys in the school. Hand-eye coordination needs work, though. I laugh at that. Danny was just so normal. He made jokes, he teased his friends. I was glad. I just was so glad that being a part of this world didn't mean everyone was some kind of weirdo. Danny suddenly leaned across the table and placed his huge hands over mine. Well, dude, we're not at that level yet. Calm down. I could feel my cheeks heat up as he stared at me. Are you sure you're okay? I know this is a lot to take in. I've been there. You're being very, very comfy. I'm super nervous. Oh, I'm okay. I mean, I'll totally fall to pieces again when I get home, but right now I'm okay. He grimaced and squeezed my hands. I found myself staring down at them. My hands looked tiny underneath his. Honestly, I'm very surprised I ended up with Danny. To be honest, I didn't expect it. And the fact that he's like our neighbor next door makes it a cute love story. You don't have to deal with this alone, okay? I mean, look, you can rely on Allie and talk to her if you need to. But there's also Elliot, and there's me. I'm right next door. The boy next door. It's just as good as a childhood friend, the thing that I love so much. He pulled his hands away abruptly and fished a phone out of his pocket. Why don't we exchange numbers? You can call or text anytime you need anything. Doesn't matter what. Are you trying to come after my heart? Because my heart was with William. But since William's not here, my heart's kind of not protected right now. Yeah, I was not turning down the chance at his number. I knew he was just being nice, but hey, plenty of great things can grow out of one person just being nice. That goes both ways. I mean, you're probably a pro at dealing with all this by now, but feel free to text and stuff. Danny smiled and pulled up his contact screen before handing over his phone. I did the same, and for a few minutes we were busy with that. I wouldn't say I'm a pro at it. There is a lot to take in, no matter where in the paranormal community you end up, and werewolves have a lot of unique issues. Yeah, I was reading about some of those things. Well, at any rate, it's not something you have to worry about. I hope not. I really don't think I could take much more craziness than what I'm already dealing with. Let me just tell you, being accosted by bridge trolls is not something I recommend. I'll keep that in mind. He stood and stretched before offering me his hand. It's been a while. Allie is probably going to be back soon. Let's head back to the club room and wait for her. She'll probably have news about what happened this morning. I took his hand and pulled myself to my feet. Thanks for sitting with me all this time. It's not a problem. Oh, I guess I should return the book. Just leave it there. After a few minutes, it'll return by itself. Really? Well, it is a magic library. Okay, good point. I felt kind of bad about it, but I left the book sitting there, as Danny suggested. He led me back to the club room and opened the door for me. Allie was waiting for us, but looked like she just returned as well. Hey, how'd it go? I should probably be asking you that, but I mean, it was fine. We just talked for a bit. Thanks for staying with her, Danny. Not a problem, but I should probably be heading back to class. He looked down at me, frowning slightly. You gonna be okay? Oh, you're so sweet. I'm fine. Yeah, I think I will. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I said it wasn't a problem. Take care. He left the club room and headed for the stairs, leaving Allie and I alone. Allie sprawled out on the sofa as if she was exhausted. So, we found your bridge, creep. I shuddered. What was it? A spriggan. I don't think it meant any harm, but it's been gently relocated to a less populated area. You know, it said you're back to me. How did it know it's back? I mean, it was acting like it knew me. Allie shook her head and shrugged. Wild fays say a lot of strange things. I wouldn't put too much stock in anything it said, but wild fae don't show themselves to just anyone. Even I can't see them if they want to hide. The fact that you can see it. Good grief, Allie. It cannot possibly get any weirder than it already has, so just say it. I think you should start researching more deeply into the Fae. The fact that you can see the Spriggan so easily could mean that's where heritage lies. The agency guys agreed. Well, at this point, that's no weirder than finding out I'm a vampire and I've secretly been sneaking out for years to eat my neighbors. Or finding out that you're a witch. Or anything else magical, mystical, and or weird. No doubt. So now what? Well, you can hide in the club and read all day, but I also got permission to take you home early. On what grounds? On the grounds that you have a very, very bad migraine. That isn't actually a lie. My head really does feel ready to explode. It gets easier, I promise it does. I hope so. Want me to take you home? Actually, yeah, that would be great. By the way, she said and went to pick up something by the door. My bag! We found it hanging at the bottom of the bridge. I done forgot about my bag? I took it from her and checked inside. Everything seemed to be there. Maybe Brenna left it there after what? Maybe Brenna left it there after, ran off screaming. Well, at least we were able to recover it. Ellie led the way out to the hall while I fumbled around trying to text my idiot brother. Going home, bad headache, have permission. 10:45 a.m. I doubted he'd respond. He never did. During the walk to the car, I did my best to look ill, in case anyone stopped us. It was a completely an act. Now that the adrenaline was gone, I didn't have a weird conversation to distract me. I actually was feeling a bit woozy. Allie didn't really know much about the Fae in general, so on the way home we mostly talked about the other club members. Well, she didn't get into all the details, just the basics. Elliot and Mark were vampires. Elliot was infected a few years ago. Mark was born that way. Danny, of course, was a werewolf, also infected a few years ago. Oh. Ewan was Fae, a Dullahan? Basically a headless rider, hence the head coming off. William was an Esper, which was essentially human with physic powers. There wasn't an Esper choice, so I couldn't get William either way? Maybe? Brenna was also some type of Fae. Vilos, Allie, and Corbin were all in the wizard category. There were several other members too, some from pretty much every category. A lot of them never showed up or participated. And like she'd said before, there were other staff members who were cryptics as well, including the school principal. It was just so weird. After Allie dropped me at home, I went straight to my room and crashed. I really hoped strange encounters like that morning weren't going to become the norm. I mean, the paranormal activity is really high right now because that holiday thingy. So it's gonna be crazy for a while. But I was definitely going to be avoiding the bridge for a while. I didn't think I could stand another major incident. Not anytime soon, anyway. And given what Allie had hinted at regarding the upcoming holiday, it seemed like it would be best to lay low for a while. Oh, you did choose your route doing that. I wanted William, but it's fine. It's whatever. This is where I'm gonna end the episode off though, because I like to organize my videos based on whose route. So we are no longer in the common route. We're gonna be going to Danny's route. Something I really did not expect. So I'm sorry if you guys want to see William first. We're going for Danny. Our werewolf boy. The boy next door. Almost just as good as a childhood friend story. But I don't think there's any childhood friend story around here besides Allie. But I don't think we can date Allie. So boy next door is close enough. So thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I still wonder next to